Hi, friends. Like many of you, I have been celebrating over the last few days the decision by the Supreme Court to overturn Roe versus Wade. And I've been just ruminating on the significance of this event. And I want to make a confession, and that is I really didn't believe that this day would actually come about. I prayed for it and I hoped for it, but I don't think deep in my heart I believe that it would actually come to pass. And so I genuinely have been celebrating, and I thought it'd be appropriate just to kind of um, let you know where I stand. Um, I personally, and the church where I serve, Grace Bible Church, we have always been pro-life, and that's not a political stand. That is a really deeply held biblical conviction. Genesis chapter 1, God created. He created out of nothing. There was nothing, and then God created. He spoke. Creation came into existence. And at the very pinnacle of God's creation, He made man and woman, Adam and Eve, in His image. And so there's something really special about human life. Human life is made in the image of God. We were made for a relationship with God. Uh, so every man, woman, and child, every embryo from the point of conception, every fetus, every baby, adolescent child, middle-aged person, even to the point, right, the moments before death, we're made in the image of God. And so there's a special dignity about us that has to be guarded and protected. As Tony Evans would say, from the womb to the tomb, we need to value all of human life. But especially in our day and age, we need to value the unborn who can't protect themselves. And so, really, I'm celebrating this decision because I believe that the overturning of Roe versus Wade will protect a lot of human lives. It'll save a lot of human lives, and really have a biblical, theological imperative for that ethical position. Psalm 139, David wrote that God knows us in the womb. He knit us together even before we were born. He numbered all of our days. He knows all the days that He has given to us, and so we have a deep obligation to care for the unborn, for human life. And so I really am genuinely celebrating that. Another thing I wanted to say was, and this is partly for people of Grace Bible Church, but it extends, I guess, to any of my friends who are listening. I'm at Grace Bible Church. Grace. Grace is God's unconditional, unmerited love toward us. He knows all of our faults and fears and failures. He knows everything about us, even things that we keep hidden. And still, He loves us and loves us loyally and deeply. And so I want us to be a people who also live out our grace, that it's not just a theological position, but that we are actually gracious. And especially in these times, because it'd be easy for us to take a triumphant attitude or respond angrily when others are not celebrating or when they attack us. And I want us to hold our position graciously. So all of us, we're going to have friends and family and coworkers who don't agree with our position. Let's respond in kindness. Let's hold to our convictions with kindness and with grace. I also want to say that abortion may be part of your story. God sees you and He knows you, and we all have parts of our story that we wish that we could rewrite. That's true of every single one of us. But the reason that Jesus died was to pay the penalty for all of our faults and fears and failures and sins, and to reconcile us to God so that the image of God could be restored within us. And so God sees you, God knows your history, and He loves you unconditionally through His Son, Jesus Christ. Um, Another thing that I wanted to say was just about grace itself. Grace is not the church, but grace itself. Grace is an active thing. It means that God pursues us, initiates with us. So Romans chapter 5, verse 8, while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. That's how God demonstrates His love toward us. He didn't leave us broken and unaware of how we could be reconciled to Him. Instead, He chased us down. And so, grace is an initiating thing. It's an active thing. It's not just a theological position. And so, I want to let you know our church, we want to love not just in word and in theological position, but also in our deeds. So we partner with a couple of really great agencies here in town. Hope Pregnancy Center and Aggieland Pregnancy Outreach are two of those. So if you are experiencing an unplanned pregnancy and you want to know where to go and where to find help, please call one of those agencies directly or call the church and let us help you and let us serve you. If you are a member of Grace Bible Church and you want to know how can you serve friends or family or maybe a coworker who's really struggling right now with an unplanned pregnancy, please call us and let us give you some resources and give you some ideas about how you can love and serve those people around you. And again, even the people who disagree maybe with your theological and biblical convictions, what's most important is not that they agree with you on abortion per se or on this Supreme Court decision, but that ultimately that they come to faith in Jesus Christ and know him. So in the midst of all this, let's not lose sight of the fact that our mission has not changed. We are still called to help people find and follow Jesus and experience the love of God through Christ that we have experienced. So friends, God bless you. Have a great day.